PrimeWave Media Production.
What's up, world? It's the one and only Pop DiBiase, the primetime capper, and it is time for Horsin Around, presented by Stable Duel. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I hope you're feeling the same. And it is going to be a good day today over at the Great Race Place. Santa Anita is just looking real good right now. A lot of good money getting made at Santa Anita right now as well, too. So let's go ahead and jump into race one. And race one is going to be a claiming race, $22,000 purse coming up. So, the race is wide open. And you know what? I'm going for the shots today, boy. I'm going to go ahead and take a Mongolian window, 12-1 morning line as well, too. Probably will get bet down a little bit in a bit because this horse has won at Santa Anita before as well, too. And Maldonado takes back over on this horse, and last time this horse did win, Edwin Maldonado was the pilot for the horse. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and circle this horse up, because I know this horse can run very well. I've seen this horse plenty of times, always shows great effort. So I feel like gambling a little bit here in the first race. So I'm going to go ahead and take the 12-1 on Mongolian window. And then we have the favorite here, Odessa. Odessa is a pretty good horse as well, too, in the 7 hole. And we're going to put this horse here simply because it's the favorite, and it did run very well last time out at Golden Gate. But this is a new track. This is a new day. This horse is making his Santa Anita debut as well, too. But the horses ran great up at Golden Gate. And literally in this, pretty much in its last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In his last 10 races, the horse hasn't finished anything worse than third. So pretty much what I'm seeing here is a horse that is going to probably get a lot of the looks, and this one right here will be a big favorite. So you guys have to get ready for that. But I want to beat the favorite today, so that's why I have Mongolian window there at top. And then we have Why Not Sizzle. Why Not Sizzle is another very good horse. Going to be ridden by Jessica Pfeiffer. The horse finished 5th last time out with Umberto Rispoli riding. This horse is going to drop down in class as well, too. So you always look at that, and you can tell yourself that this should be another good race for this horse. But, the horse is a $10,000 claimer. Might get picked up today as well, too. I know for sure probably Odessa will be getting picked up today because that horse, looks like it can be a good little asset for you. And then we're going to go with a horse by the name of You Want an Ear Rip. I mean, I'm sorry. You got to be lucky. So sorry about that. Got to be lucky. The 3 horse. Gotta Be Lucky is going to be ridden by Abel Cedillo, trained by Carla Gaines. Horse finished 1st last time out in 12-5 claimer. So pretty much this horse didn't get claimed last time, but they dropped it back down another notch a little bit to try to get another win. So there it is with Gotta Be Lucky, and that's going to be our group, the 4-7-1-3 in race 1. Now we move on to race 2. Race 2, we have ourselves a 4-horse field in this group, and I'm going to go horse by the name of Reem. Reem is going to be 2-1. Sharapova and Corvette are going to be 2 of the bigger favorites in the race today as well, too. I know I didn't put theirs there, but all these horses are actually just it's really no value in this race. So I really don't need to go through it like that with the Reem is a 5th-time starter looking to get their first win. Corvette is making their debut, and Sharapova has only ran once but did finish 3rd last time out. So this right here, it can be either 3. I think it's a 3-horse race, to be honest with you, and it's going to be either the 1, 2, or the 4. Okay, so pretty much you guys can box it up, and this could be your big dollars for today as well, too. If you guys want to go ahead and put a big bet down on exotic, maybe you guys might want to go ahead and get in that exacta. You know what I mean? So pretty much, but you guys have to understand it might not pay that much. Okay, so it is what it is, and even if you bet big, it might not pay that much. So you just guys have to be ready for that. But usually these are watch races for me, in a sense, to be honest with you, or it's just a race that's involved in my pick 5 and things of that nature, and literally I will put the win bet on Ream, and that's what I think. That's probably what the only thing that you'll probably get here is a win bet as well too. So that's why I did take Ream with the 2-1. All right, so we move on to race 3. Race 3 is going to be the Tokyo City Cup, and I witnessed the Tokyo City Cup, and this is a very fun race. It's a very good race, and man, there's some fun horses that have been in this race before for as well too. I'm going to go with the big favorite, Tis a Magician, and then we're going to have Tis a Magician is a horse that has been riding very well, and it's tough to overlook this horse. I know the horse did finish 5th last time out, but the horse was in the Santa Anita handicap. You know, that's the biggest race at Santa Anita, so pretty much, you know, the horse was 20-1 and was actually just, you know, part of the group, but came back. You know, before that had finished second in the San Pasquale, and this horse actually finished second last year in this race as well too. So, you know, you look at that in this horse's features, and the horses finished first and second a lot. I think that Flavian Pratt will get the horse over. I'm just looking at the combination. I think that's will get us home with this horse. And then you look at multiplier. This is going to be a good little price underneath. Andrew Lerner is now the trainer of the horse, and he's going to have Ruben Fuentes riding this horse as well too. So the horse is coming in at 8-1. And then you have Zestful. Zestful actually wanted some money last week as well too, as a 5-1 in race 5 last week. So, well, actually the horse finished second. Sorry about that. But and that was in an allowance race last week. But the horse ran a great number as well too. So pretty much Zestful will come back around with Zestful in this spot in our third hole. And we'll see how it goes, because the horse has been running well and came out of that race very well. So we'll see how it goes, and we'll see how it shakes out. So with that, we will be right back with races 4 through 6 and the early pick 5. So you guys make sure to stay tuned to Horsin' Around, presented by Stable Duel. And I'm your host, the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, and I'll be right back at you.
Now you and your friends can compete in the sport of kings and win big with Stable Duel. Get the app, pick your horses, and get in on the thrill of horse racing. With daily games competing against other players. Bring home the glory and the cash, and move up the annual leaderboard while you leave your competition in the dust. Get in the game with Stable Duel. Play, race, win.
All right, we are back with Horsin' Around, presented by Stable Duel. And let's go ahead and jump into race 4. Race 4 is going to be another good one. We have Lofty here, and an allowance optional claimer as our key horse. The horse is 3-1 on the morning line, and I really do like this horse a lot today. He's going to be one of my better bets of the day as well too. Reason being is the horse is really been really good the last 5 races, even though the horse did finish second in his last 2 over here last year and last May. But the horse about this time of the year last year was an absolute beast. The horse wound up winning 3 races in a row. Now they bring Lofty back after pretty much a year away, 11-month layoff. And you know, Lofty should be a big favorite here. This is one of Michael McCarthy's better horses here as well too. And you know, the breeder is still the owner, Red Baron's Barn. So you know, you like everything that you see here, and I think that this horse can run huge in this spot. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and bring back this horse. You know, pretty much the horse has only finished out of second place, first or second, one time. That was back on October 19th of 2019. Now, after that, the horse has been on an absolute roll, and the horse has only ran at Santa Anita. And pretty much I think this horse is tailor-made for this sprint race right here, even though the horse has been running at 5.5 and things of that nature pretty much most of the time. But the horse should be able to really be good getting that extra half a furlong. So we're going to throw in Lofty, and then we have a horse by the name of Ricasa. It's 6 horses. They're kind of identical in a sense. Ricasa finished second last time out, 3 straight second place finishes. Before that, the horse did finish first, and then the horse finished second 2 times out on its way here from Ireland. The horse ran in Ireland back in 2019, made his debut out here in 2020, and has won one time, and that was in May of last year. So we'll see how it goes. Ricasa poses a big danger here as well too. And then we got Jasique. This horse is looking pretty good in the 2 hole as well. And Jasique is a horse that's going to be ridden by JJ Hernandez, and pretty much it was written by Irad Ortiz Jr. when it was back east, when it was in the care of Chad Brown. Now the horse is in the care of Michael McCarthy, and I think that this horse right here does pose a danger as well too, and it should be another horse that should be very formidable in this race as well too. And then we have Anna Fantastic. Anna Fantastic is another really good horse as well too. The horse finished first last time out and won by a four and a quarter, as a big favorite as well too, in an allowance race for 64.5. And so pretty much the horse did beat Sophie's Gold and Shy Like Eddie. And the horse had to really work to get the win, but then was able to break away once it got to the stretch. We'll have Edwin Maldonado back as the jockey, and the horse ran a bullet on its last work as well too. So this is something to look at, and this is going to be another really good race. 5, 6, 2, 3. Let's see how it shakes out. Now we move on to race 5, and in race 5 we have I Am All That You Are as our key horse here, and on I Am All That You Are is going to be in the 3 hole. And I like what I see here with the horse. The horse has Ricky Gonzalez riding it, and it did finish first last time out at Golden Gate. Has 2 wins up under his belt in his 5 races. And this is a Jonathan Wong horse, so you can trust it because Jonathan Wong is bringing this horse down to get a big win and to get sold for $20,000 as well too. And Tommytown Thoroughbreds decided to have the horse up at Golden Gate to get it, in shape and get it correct. So once it got down here to Santa Anita, it will be able to run huge. And it does have some of the best speed figs in the group as well, too. So that's why I'm taking this horse at 3-1. And then we have ourselves Rebel War. Rebel War is another really good horse here. Val Bricknerhoff is the trainer for the horse. The horse finished second time last time out. Bobby Wayne Grayson was training the horse, and pretty much has handed the horse over to Val because he was pretty much the trainer of the horse before this, so he's still the owner. So he's handed the horse over to Val Brecknerhoff, and pretty much this horse is looking pretty good coming into this race. And the horse has some good experience at Santa Anita as well too, so why not? All right, so pretty much there goes our horse in the second spot for our top horses, Rebel War. Then we have Street Behavior. Street Behavior is another intriguing horse. Horse did win last time out by 3 1/4 lengths. Jessica Pfeiffer was the rider. Steve Maetti is the trainer for this horse, so I think this is a good combination, and they're looking to go back to back in this spot as well too. And then we have Al Cools. I know I'm kind of overlooking Al Cools a little bit. I know that this is a Peter Miller, Flavian Pratt production, but you know what? At the end of the day, you can't always lean on these two because sometimes it's a big miss because they got a horse in a mid-level claiming race. So there's and these are races. Flavian Pratt really never has the big horse in this race. It's always a 50-50 in these races because all these horses are pretty much the same, in my opinion. It's like mid-major basketball. So there it is with race 5, 3, 5, 6, 1. Let's see how it shakes out. Let's go ahead and look at our early pick 5. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9 in leg 1. Yes, we have to stretch it out a little bit, but you know what? We had to save some money so we don't have to go ahead and overspend on a early pick 5. You try to avoid spending over $100 on these tickets because these can get really costly. Then you have the leg 2, 1, 2, 4. Then you have the leg 3. The 3 is singled, and then you have 2, 5, 6, and 1, 3, 5 here in leg 4 and 5 to round out the $81 investment. So there it is. That is the early pick 5, races 1 through 5. Let's see if we can go ahead and make some dollars out of that. All right, so we move on to race 6, and in race 6 we have Myopic. Myopic is coming in here looking to break its maiden as well, and pretty much break its mating on first asking. The horse did have run a bullet for Bob Baffert back on March 29th, and then had some pretty good works right after that as well too. And they got a good little lather up here last time out on April 11th. So I think the horse is ready to roll. This is a candy ride coat as well too, and I think that pretty much this horse might not be one of Baffert's star horses right now, but if the horse looks really good today, will probably fare pretty well in the summer. It could get a trip to the Travers as well too. You never know. So pretty much, I'm going to go with the first timer myopic, and this is going to be a horse trained by Bob Baffert as well too. And then we're going to go with Mr. Impossible, who's in the 2-hole. Mr. Impossible is going to be trained by Simon Callahan, and this horse has finished second, third, and third in their races. And the horse was actually placed second in its last race as well too. So because due to disqualification, the horse ran behind Defunded, who was actually in the Santa Anita Derby as well too. So that you have to look at this and tell yourself that okay, the horse is coming in here with a good pedigree and was in a very good race before this. So pretty much, Mr. Impossible. Let's see what you can do, and we're going to throw you in the group as well too. And I can always trust Simon Callahan. He hasn't had a lot of starters this year, but thing is though, he always has sharp horses. So we'll see how it goes and see how it shakes out. Then we got Cali Bay, a horse that's only ran once. It ran in Ireland, and that was last September. They've been getting the horse into shape out here, getting it used to the way we run out here in the States. And so pretty much the horse is under Phil D'Amato, going to be ridden by Flavian Pratt. So when you see that combination, there is something up under the hood. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out. And then we have Aurelian Man. Aurelian Man actually did pretty well on first asking, but then came back around on the dirt and actually finished 11th. But I think that time around, the horse was in the same race as Mr. Possible, and that was a tough race right there. Defunded was tough that day, and that top 3 group was tough that day. So pretty much what I'm doing here is going to take the 7, 2, 3, 5. I really do like this group, and we will see how it shakes out. We will see how it goes. And so with that, that's going to get us through our first 6 races of the day, and we got the pick 5 as well too. So you guys make sure to stay tuned right now to Horsin' Around, presented by Stable Duel, okay? And we'll be down to the final stretch, races 7 through 9, coming up with the late pick 4 as well, too. So you guys stay tuned. I'll be right back to you.
Now you and your friends can compete in the sport of kings and win big with Stable Duel. Get the app, pick your horses, and get in on the thrill of horse racing with daily games competing against other players. Bring home the glory and the cash, and move up the annual leaderboard while you leave your competition in the dust. Get in the game with Stable Duel. Play, race, win.
And here we are at the time to get the bell out. You might not be doing great in the first half of the day, but the second half of the day can maybe go ahead and take care of everything for you. But hopefully we'll be cruising by the time we get here, and we almost want to lead a track by the time we get to the 7th race, So pretty much let's go ahead and jump into race 7 real quick. All right, with race 7, we have the maiden claiming race, $25,000 purse, and Bolu will be our key horse in this race. And Bolu is a horse that I like a lot. I like the figs on the horse. I think the horse in this spot is the best option, because the thing is, you got the DeSormo brothers here. Kent rode the horse the last 3 times out. Yeah, the horse kind of regressed in the last race as well too, but that was a tough group as well, and the horse actually went a little bit further than it's ever went, and actually went a mile in that race. And the horse hasn't done well at a mile. The horse finished 3rd and 4th with their best efforts, but you have Victor Espinosa as the jockey that day. Now, Kent, the first 2 times, the horse was lost by 8 lengths, finished 3rd, lost by 4.5, and finished 2nd. So when you see the progress that's going on with this horse, and knowing that the horse was up against 2 really tough groups those times when the horse actually went ahead and when the horse actually was in the money. So, when you look at this, you just want to go ahead and jump into it because you got this Cinco Charlie coat, and I think that this is just going to be a very wide open race. And I think that when you have the horse with the experience, that horse will come up big for you as well too. This horse can probably take it to the front and not look back because this horse does know how to get a lead. It's just about carrying the lead. And I think this horse can go ahead and do that today against this group. All right, so we go ahead, and our next horse up in our top horses is going to be Bob Daniels, and Bob Daniels will probably be the bet down favorite once we get to the window. But Bob Daniels is coming in here up under Jeff Mullins and is dropping down from maiden special weight. So they're going to look at that as the big defining factor of jumping on Bob Daniels because it's dropping down in class and has really good class to it. So we'll see how it goes, but that doesn't it doesn't necessarily mean the horse is going to be good. It just means that the horse is now going to get some relief in class. So we'll see how it goes, see how it shakes out. And then we have Careless Kitten. Careless Kitten is a horse that's going to be in the Careless Kitten is a horse that's going to be in the over in the on the outside in the 8 hole, and I think Careless Kitten will be a horse that will pose a big danger as well. Too, another Val Birkenhoff horse that we're pegging on today, and Jessica Pfeiffer is going to ride this horse, and Ellingwood rode the horse last time out, and Pfeiffer might be the difference for this horse as well too, giving up 7 pounds as well, and this horse hasn't had it like that ever. So pretty much we'll see how it goes and see how it shakes out. Well, yeah, he did have a light jockey last time. Ellingwood is 7 giving up 7 pounds as well too. So pretty much the horse ran its best race in that condition. Now you bring in Jessica Pfeiffer, who's a little bit better, and pretty much that's trying to get the horse over, try to get the horse a good win. So we'll see how it goes, see how it shakes out. And then we got a horse that's going to be a little pricey here. Is going to be Ballroom Hustler. Ballroom Hustler is going to be well on the outside in the 10 hole. And I like these type of horses and these type of races, these quarter horses who've ran at 1,000 meters and everything like that, because you're giving them further, and this horse looked like it got better as it got further in its first race, and this time around it's going to have Ortega riding it as well too. And this is how Steve Maetti actually gets his horses set up for longer races as well too. So I know this trick that he does, so that's why I'm not going to be over here overlooking Ballroom Hustler in this one as well too. And come on, that name is so cool, Ballroom Hustler. You already know. All right, so we move on and we have race 8, which is going to be the Kona Gold Stakes, and this is going to be the featured race of the day. It's going to have a bevy of horses in it. And I know that I'm leaving out the big favorite, but all in all these horses it's an all bet going on in this race for me anyway. But I love Fight On in this spot. Fight On might have its biggest day today, and this horse can compete with this group as well too. Fight On started his career over in Dubai actually, and the horse has been running nothing but speed, nothing but bullets. The last 3 out of 4 workouts as well too, including his last 2. So I think Fight On went down there to SLR. Got some rest, got a little bit of a break. Horse hasn't ran since August 29th. I'm just going off the freshness of the horse and the horse just being ready to run. I think the horse can hit the front, not look back, and call it a day, baby. So we'll see how it goes. But this horse is in the Kona Gold Stakes. The horse is 4-4-4, and pretty much did not have a great 2020, but all in all, the horse did a lot of traveling. So, it is what it is. And I think this horse can bounce back from that as well, too. So, the pedigree, everything is there. Sasan, a horse who's did very well in their first 2 races and then regressed in the shared belief, losing by 4.5. So that kind of cost the horse the bigger run towards the Derby. A lot of us thought Cezanne was a horse that Baffert would possibly be taken to the Derby, possibly have in the juvenile, the Breeders' Juvenile as well too. None of that happened. The horse hasn't been seen since last August, And pretty much now the horse comes back. Also ran a bullet drill as well too on April 5th. And the horse looked pretty good on March 3rd as well too. So Baffert's been taking his time with this horse as well, and they're looking to campaign this horse to have a big summer. So there it is with this, and I'm going to go ahead and take Cezanne in the group as well too. And then good old Axeman. Axeman is a horse I'm very familiar with. As I told you guys before, I saw this horse win on debut. The horse did win last time out the Santana Mile and has ran in 2 straight stakes races since, and actually finished 4th in those races. Now the horse comes back with Edwin Maldonado this time around, and I think there's something here that Baffert likes about Edwin with Axeman. He took Axeman directly to the front, and they didn't look back. And I think that's going to be the there as well too. And then you know what? I'll just go ahead and I'll mention Brickyard Ride, who's going to be written by Alexis Centino. So they got some faith in the Bug Boy right now. Well, he's not a bug today. He actually went ahead and won at 120 pounds last time out. He's going to be 126 today. The horse won by 4 lengths in the San Carlos and won the California Cup Sprint as well too. So this horse has back-to-back stakes wins, is on fire. So this race is wide open, and that's why I'm already showing my hand with telling you guys that I'm going to be all betting the 8th race. Now let's go ahead and jump into race number 9. And race number 9, I'll be real quick here. I'm going to go with the horse by the name of Plum Sexy. I'm very familiar with Plum Sexy. Won a lot of money on Plum Sexy on debut, and I like the way that Plum Sexy fights, and I like the way that this horse can go ahead and finish a race. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and take Plum Sexy in the spot. Then we got Isn't She Lovely, another Richard Mandela Flavian Pratt connection, and I think that this horse should run huge as well too, and ran a bullet on the 29th as well. And then we have ourselves Equilove. Equilove finished first on its U.S. debut. The horse was doing pretty good in Ireland, but the horse hadn't won yet. And the horse came right out here, right up under Field Amato, and went ahead and got a win on March 21st. The horse is looking to go ahead and double that back up. Now, you know, pretty much we have our next horse, Mr. Curious. And if you guys, Mr. Carries, you guys should know that from Game of Thrones. This horse did break their maiden on first asking at Aqueduct, but came back around with Joe Rosario on the 10th of January and wound up finishing 5th. And that's the horse that we have in the 4th hole. And then we're going to go with Majestic Steps. And I know Majestic Steps is a bigger number than it looks on paper. There is a bigger number than a lot of these folks, not a lower number than a lot of these horses that I have here. Sorry about that. But the thing is, Majestic Steps, I think, probably is going to be overwhelmed a little bit. I know the horse did win on first asking in America as well too. But, you know, Rispoli, the horse came back around, finished 4th in the Sweet Life, and then came back around in a race that was similar and wasn't a stakes, but it was an open claimer for 100,000, and the horse finished 3rd. So the horse does loom a big shot, but I do like my 2 top horses here a little bit more. So let's go ahead and talk about races 6 through 9. The late pick 4, I'm going to go 2, 3, 5, 7 here. 2, 6. All bet the lay 3 with the 4 horses, and 2, 7 with a $32 investment. And we're going to see how this one goes, see how it shakes out. But we got 2 stakes races today at the Great Race Place. 2 very good tickets in the early pick 5 and the late pick 4. And I think that you guys will be thanking me at the end of the day. I think Plum Sexy is going to get us a good win. And I think we're going to keep our double digits as well, too. So we'll see how it shakes out. We'll see how it goes. We'll be back for next weekend. We're going to get 3 race days as well, too, because the turf course will be ready to roll. And so pretty much I look forward to it, and I cannot wait. So you guys keep on tuning in to Horsin' Around, presented by Stable Duel. We're only going to be getting better as we go. And you guys start looking for some live footage over at Santa Anita as well, too. We're going to be doing some location shots over there very, very soon. So I look forward to it. And I look forward to seeing you again next weekend. And also, you guys can go ahead and catch my other show, the Primetime Angles, daily on the same networks as you can catch Stable Duel on as well too. So pretty much the movement is moving, and I can't wait to get back to you. Always bet with your head, not with your heart. But if you got a hunch, bet a bunch. All right, I am gone.